Hey everyone, and I'm going to share with you my favorite extensions for coding. These are the ones that I frequently use during my projects as a freelancer, so let's go ahead and let's hop right into it. Let's try to keep this short. Okay, here we are inside of VS Code. Now I've zoomed in a little bit so you can see some of the code, and let's go with our very first extension, which is actually insert new line here on the left, okay? Now, it may not seem like much, but when you're going back and altering some code, like let's say we want to change this Z index to be padding. I don't know, right? But now let's say I want to go to the next line and immediately start coding. I don't want to have to hit Command, Arrow, and then Enter, okay? It's too many key presses. I don't want to work too hard. But rather than doing that, what I can do is I can type padding, and then I have a key combination of just Shift-Enter that will create a new line directly under where I currently am. So helpful. It may be a little bit of something that's like, you know, should I actually do that? That seems kind of petty, seems kind of useless. I don't know. If it seems petty and useless, then hey, I'm petty and useless, okay? I like it, it helps. The next extension for me is actually going to be OneDark Pro, which is my theme. Okay, now this theme is fantastic. It has many support. It has a lot of support for a lot of different languages so that everything is styled appropriately and consistently, and it just looks great. Like, look at this fantastic gray background, all the different colors showing you exactly what everything is. Oh, I've been using this for like a year or more, and it's just been absolutely fantastic. So OneDark Pro, if you don't use this, then your theme is wrong. It's that easy. The next one is actually something called cold code. Now, cold code, if I go back here, cold code is a way of taking screenshots of code. It's very similar to Code Snap, which many people use, 1.6 million downloads. Cold code, is not as popular, but I gotta say, this thing, awesome. Okay, I'll show you the difference between the two real quick. So if I highlight this entire component, I right click and we do cold snap, look at that, generates a fantastic image for us, and we can share that across different platforms, maybe even email it to our friends. Email? Why am I going to email it to my friends? I can put it in various Discord channels, whatever it may be, super helpful. Okay. However, I don't like this border, and maybe I'm petty for thinking that, but I don't want a border in there. I just want the code. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to highlight the whole thing. We're going to go over to cold code. Cold code, pretty much the exact same setup. However, you have options for altering various things. You can change the background color. Let's say my theme is red. Boom, red background color. Okay, I could make the background transparent. I could give it maybe more padding and make the background even larger, right? I can change the pixel radius. I can get rid of the max styling, shown line numbers. Super versatile, allows me just a little bit more control over it, so I prefer cold code. It's super helpful. And next on the list is actually Better Comments. Better Comments is fantastic because you have the ability to create different color-coded comments. Say that 5 times fast. Color-coded comments. And so if I come in here, and let's say I'm not quite done with this loader, I can add a to-do here. Okay, let's make an actual comment. To-do, and notice how it changes it to orange. And I can say to-do, the propagate loader is bad. Okay. And of course there's a typo. Typos are bad. Okay. And so you can create different comments that show different levels of importance. So like, you know, exclamation point is super important, or maybe like a game-breaking bug. You've got like question marks for various questions, like can we optimize this? Can we poptimize this? Can we poptimizai this? Poptimizai. So various comments are color-coded, and it's super helpful just for various whatever it is you can use it for, okay? Me, I like this because I like to create sections in my code that show different things and show different levels of importance. So there you have it. Next on the list we have Prettier, and Prettier is one that a lot of people know about, but oh my goodness, it is so cool. Okay, I cannot give this one enough hype. One of the main uses I use it for is as I am adding attributes to an HTML element. I'm just going to go and I'm going to add all the different attributes, and then, thanks to a keybind I have of just Control Space, oh, look at that. It's so pretty now. One might say it's prettier. And last but not least, one of my favorite ones is the auto rename tag. Okay, and this is what it looks like, auto rename tag. It's going to automatically rename the various tags that are associated with it. So if I come in here right now, I just have an empty fragment, but if I come in here and if I type div, notice how it changes the closing div. I think I have heartburn. Notice how it changes the closing div as well. Oh, so handy. That way I don't have to go and search for the associated tag. I can just click on it and change it, and I can continue to change it to things like a section or maybe like a main tag. Oh, so nice. But anyway, these are just some of my favorite extensions that speed up my workflow. If you have any others, drop them in the comments. I'm always open to testing because, as you can see, I have a lot of other extensions that I just like to try out from time to time. So, by all means, drop them in the comments. I'd love to see what you use.